All right. Okay. Fair
See,
enough. Right.
the thought I have here is this: if you say I need to know the sales numbers in North America for this product that is
Yeah.
the company you work at, so you study the sales numbers in North America for that product,
Yeah.
and you go to that meeting, and you're like, I got it down. I can give you all the numbers. Blah 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 blah. And the boss goes, okay, how does that compare with European numbers?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, had you gone and studied the company's global sales and
Yeah.
understood the global sales and the whatever, you can now pivot on a dime and answer that question.
If you have, yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
But the idea being that's why I always want to know, I want to know the how of what I'm looking at. I want to understand as much of what I'm looking at right now so that I can adjust on the fly as much as possible. That's why the constraint doesn't matter to me, because you can change the constraint at the last minute and I can adjust.
Well, you'd have to do other research. I mean, you can't.
No, that's the thing. You may not need to do another research if you've got a real understanding of how things work. You pull this lever over here. If I don't know how the world works, I got to go back and recalculate everything and research everything. If I understand how everything works, you pull this lever here, I go, oh, that's just a little, yeah, it just changes right here a little bit, a slight bit. That's why I want to understand everything, is because then I can shift on a dime when you start changing constraints on me, which I expect people to change constraints on me.
Yeah, so it depends on then, but that's assuming there's no constraints on the problem, because it might be we need to get to a solution as quick as possible. But if that constraint is not stated, then I think it's totally fair that you're going to go do that, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's why your ROI comes into play. It's like, how much money do I have to spend on this? How much time do I have to spend on this? How many resources do I have to spend on this? Right.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
right.
you've got to decide how many resources are required to implement it. And so so usually we don't have unlimited resources to spend on something, which is why we
No, in
don't
fact, I
do
would
the
say
depth of
never do we
research.
have unlimited resources.
And
I mean,
often we are rewarded for spending as little resources as possible to get a solution.